There's a quiet violence happening in America right now, one that doesn't announce itself with headlines or sirens. And it's this. Millions of people are trading 40 hours a week for a paycheck that inflation devours before it even hits their bank account. Interest rates are choking their dreams of homeownership. Layoffs are coming in waves disguised as restructuring. And somewhere deep in their gut, they know the math doesn't work anymore, that their body will give out before their mortgage does. And the only people getting wealthy are the ones who figured out how to make money while they sleep. Which leads to the question that keeps ambitious people awake at 3 in the morning. Is passive income real, or is it just another fantasy sold to the desperate? Welcome to Money Animate, where we don't sell you dreams. We dissect the machinery of wealth. And today we're examining 10 passive income streams that Americans are either building fortunes with or losing their shirts on. So if you're serious about understanding money beyond surface-level advice, hit that subscribe button now. Because what we discuss here isn't comfortable. It's the cold architecture of how money actually moves. Let's begin with rental real estate. And here's where the mythology crumbles. In 2025, the median home price in the United States is hovering around $400,000. Mortgage rates are still elevated, and unless you're putting down at least 20%, that's $80,000 in cash. You're paying private mortgage insurance on top of principal, interest, property taxes, and homeowners insurance, which means your monthly nut could easily be $3,000 before maintenance, vacancy periods, or the tenant who stops paying and forces you into a 6-month eviction process. And this is what the gurus don't mention. Real estate is only passive after you've survived the gauntlet of active hell, after the burst pipe at 2 in the morning, the tenant who trashes the place, the market correction that drops your property value 15%. And even then, you're looking at maybe 4 to 6% annual return after all expenses. It's a slow grind that rewards patience and punishes amateurs. Then there's car rentals through platforms like, where some people make $1,500 to $3,000 a month. But every mile driven is depreciation. Every renter is a liability risk. Your insurance premiums go up. And one accident with an underinsured driver can wipe out a year of profits. Once again, we see the pattern. Passive income is never truly passive at the start. It's deferred labor. It's risk you're paying for upfront. Now let's talk about savings accounts. And here's where we confront a cruel mathematical reality. Right now, the best high-yield savings accounts are offering maybe 4 to 4.5% annual interest. Which sounds okay, until you realize inflation is still running above 3%, which means your real return is maybe 1% per year. So when you park $50,000 and earn $2,000 in interest, you're not getting richer. You're barely keeping pace with rising costs. Savings accounts feel safe, but they're actually a slow leak. A way to lose purchasing power while feeling like you're doing the right thing. Dividend-paying stocks are where the game starts to get interesting. Now you're owning a piece of actual businesses. Companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, and Gamble. Firms that have been paying dividends for decades. And when you own shares, you get a slice of their profits paid quarterly. And if you reinvest those dividends, you start to see the compounding effect that actually builds wealth. A dividend portfolio grows in 2 dimensions. The stock price appreciates, and the dividend payments increase as companies grow. But you need to understand business fundamentals. You need to avoid chasing high yields from unstable companies. Because a 10% yield sounds amazing until the company cuts the dividend by 50% and the stock collapses. So dividend investing is powerful, but it requires knowledge, discipline, and emotional fortitude to hold through market crashes. Now we shift into territory that doesn't require capital, but does require talent, time, and willingness to build from nothing. Starting with writing and publishing, whether that's ebooks on Amazon or courses on Udemy, the economics of digital publishing are fundamentally different. You write something once, and it can generate sales for years without you touching it again. Amazon handles distribution and payment processing. You just collect royalties, and people are making anywhere from a few $100s monthly to 6 figures annually. But the market is saturated. The average book sells fewer than 200 copies in its lifetime, and unless you understand marketing, cover design, and keyword optimization, your book will disappear into the void. But for those who persist, who treat it like a real business, who publish multiple books and build an email list. It absolutely works. Then there's YouTube, and let's be clinical about it. YouTube monetization is real. The average cost per 1,000 views ranges from $4 to $15 depending on niche. So a channel getting 1 million views monthly could make $4,000 to $15,000 from ad revenue alone, not counting sponsorships or affiliate links. And once you have a library of videos, they continue generating views and income for years. But building a channel requires understanding algorithmic psychology, thumbnail design, title optimization, storytelling, and the ability to stay consistent for months or years before seeing meaningful traction. And even then, there's no guarantee. The algorithm is a black box, and you're competing with millions of other creators. But the ones that break through can build life-changing income from building a brand and audience. Let's talk about online courses and teaching. If you have deep knowledge in any valuable skill, coding, marketing, design, investing, you can package that into a course and sell it on platforms like Or. You record once, and it sells forever. Students pay $20 to $200 depending on value. But courses sell poorly when creators are experts in their field, but novices in marketing. They don't understand copywriting or sales funnels. So they launch and nobody buys. But those who succeed treat course creation as a business. They build email lists, run ads, create free content driving people to paid products, and they build a machine that prints money. Now the world of digital micro-income streams. Selling stock photos on or Adobe Stock, selling design templates on Creative Market, selling presets, or selling beats or sound effects. These models are genuinely passive once the asset is uploaded. Every download or purchase generates a small payment, maybe $1, maybe $50 depending on license. And if you have hundreds or thousands of assets, those payments add up. Some people make $2,000 to $5,000 monthly this way. But you need volume, quality, and understanding of what the market wants. Here's one that flies under the radar: affiliate marketing, where you promote other people's products and earn commission on every sale through your unique link. You don't need to create a product or handle customer service. You just need traffic and trust. Companies offer affiliate programs paying 5 to 50% commission. And if you're promoting high-ticket items like software subscriptions, a single sale can net hundreds or thousands. But it only works if you have credibility and audience trust. You need to provide value first. And the people who make serious money have built entire content ecosystems around specific niches. They understand search optimization and how to write copy that converts. Now licensing and royalties. This applies to anyone creating intellectual property, music, photography, artwork, software, patents. When you create something once and license it out for repeated use, you're building a royalty stream that can last years or decades. Musicians earn royalties every time their song plays on or appears in commercials. Photographers earn when images are licensed by magazines or advertisers. Software developers earn recurring revenue when companies subscribe to their tools. You create the asset once, but it generates income every time someone uses it. And in the digital era, distribution possibilities are global and virtually unlimited. Now we arrive at the part where tension peaks. Everything we've discussed is real. These are actual strategies actual people use to build actual income streams. But here's what nobody wants to admit. Passive income is a misnomer. It's a marketing term. It's a seductive lie wrapped around hard truth. There is no income requiring zero effort. What people call passive income is really deferred income. Income you earn later from work you did earlier. And the gap between those moments is where people give up. Our brains are wired for immediate feedback. We want results now, and passive income doesn't work that way. It demands faith, patience, the ability to work for months or years with little to no return, and that's psychologically brutal. Especially in a culture worshiping speed, celebrating overnight success, making you feel like a failure if you're not rich by 30. And this is the real filter, not technical difficulty or capital requirements, but emotional endurance required to keep building when you're not seeing results. And the people who make it aren't smarter or more talented. They're just more stubborn. They have higher pain tolerance. They can sit in discomfort of uncertainty longer than others. And that's the edge, because strategies are abundant. Information is free, but psychological resilience is rare. And that's why people stay trapped trading time for money. Because breaking free requires discomfort they're not willing to endure. And nobody wants to hear that the reason they're not succeeding is they quit too soon. Gave up too easily. Didn't push through the messy middle where nothing works and everything feels pointless. But that's the truth. And if you can internalize that truth, if you can accept that passive income is a reward for surviving the active hell before it, then you have a chance to build something that outlasts your ability to work. Something that pays you while you sleep. While you travel, something that gives you the one thing money is supposed to buy but rarely does. Freedom. So here's the lesson. The one razor-sharp truth cutting through all noise. Passive income is not a shortcut. It's a long road disguised as a shortcut. And the people who walk that road successfully stop believing in magic and start believing in systems. In repetition, in the compounding power of small actions taken consistently over time. Because wealth in America isn't built by luck or genius. It's built by people understanding that money is a game of patience and positioning. And the position you're building isn't a job. It's a machine, a series of systems generating value without requiring your constant presence. And once you have that machine, once you've paid the upfront cost of building it, you're no longer trading hours for dollars. You're trading systems for freedom. And that's the only trade worth making. Because time is the one asset you can never get back. And if you're spending all of it chasing money, you've already lost. But if you can flip the script, if you can build streams that flow without you, you've won a game that people don't even know they're playing. Like, share, and subscribe if you find this video helpful. Because what we do here isn't just education. It's rewiring. It's deprogramming the lies you've been sold about money, success, and what it actually takes to build wealth in a system designed to keep you running in place. And if that resonates, you'll want to hear what we say next.